Hi guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. So today we're going to be learning how to build this very simple Gondorian house. So this is from my series Let's Build a Gondorian Town, and of course because I'm doing the time lapses in those, it kind of makes sense to get these out in tutorials so you guys can actually build the houses as well. It is completely finished, kind of fully furnished, and I'll link the actual episode in the description if you guys want to see me furnish it and come up with the ideas. And all those kind of interior style type bits. But we are going to be just doing the outside in this tutorial. So it's a pretty simple little house as well. It's quite small, but still, quite nice. So you might be able to actually build this one possibly in survival if you have a lot of quartz. And what I'll do now, and I'll just go around to the front of it. What I'll do now is I'll actually just switch over to the default texture pack, so you can actually see what it looks like in that. So this is what it looks like in the default texture pack. It still looks really, really cool. The only thing I'd probably change is right here. You can see that in Conquest you got extended, basically different types of cobblestone wool, and this one just has the normal one. So I'll probably change those out, but I'll go through a switch out for those, and you can see that there's a couple kind of used, as well as on the back and everything like that. But apart from that, it comes out incredibly glaringly white. But yeah, let's get into the tutorial world. I'll be switching over to the Conquest texture pack, and then we can get started on actually doing the tutorial. Okay, so I've turned off shaders because it's so kind of glaringly white with this one. It'll make it a little bit easier, which also means I'm getting about 500 FPS, which is always good. But what you need to do is just grab the basic materials. We're going to need quartz pillar block. We're going to need block of quartz. We're going to need quartz stairs. We're going to need quartz slabs. So what I usually do is I usually actually arrange these, actually like this generally, like that. We're also going to need stone brick slab and stone brick stair, some sort of glass, and I'll go over the actual metadatas for these kind of in a bit when we actually replace them, because in Conquest they do have metadatas, but we'll kind of build it standard and then apply those. I think that's going to be the easiest one. And then kind of cobblestone wool, if you do have Conquest again, you'll have this kind of extended one, and I'll find the ID for that in just a second. But that's pretty much it. There's not really too much to it. It's a very nice little simple design, as you can actually see. So let's get started. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're just going to build the main house, this part here. We're actually going to build the little front part in just a second, but we'll just get a pillar. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 going up. Then to go across the side, you're going to go 7. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then build that up. Now we're going to cross this way. We're going to go 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then build up a pillar. And then go 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Build that up. And then you can go across here as well. And then what I did is I found the center line. And then just either side of that, put pillars going up. That'll be the actual doorway. What this will do is it will give us 4 blocks here. And I actually do need to grab... There we go. Quartz, or chiseled quartz block as well. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to go on each of these sides with the main kind of quartz texture, and we'll go down here as well. And actually what we can do, just to kind of save some time, is just fill this up completely. I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do. It's just all of these walls will fill up completely with your quartz, just block of quartz. And after you've done that, I will tell you what to do next. Okay, and then what you're going to do is just come around to the front, and we'll just cut out this doorway here, and then we're going to put in an upside down stair. If you have a door, you can throw that into that little section there. Now on this side here, we're just going to cut out this all the way to the top, and we're just going to leave this bottom part to switch out for chiseled quartz. So we're going to have those in there. Now if we grab our stairs, we're going to just put these in here, and that will create a nice little arch. One here and one here, like that. And then with this one, it's actually pushed back 1 block. So if you grab your glass blocks, you can actually push these back like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build it normal first, and then I'll tell you all of these metadatas, as well as putting in the quartz pillars as well, if you guys want to do that. I'll do it kind of almost in a default texture pack kind of fashion, or at least default-ish with these ones first, and then actually apply those Conquest specific ones. And then we're going to basically do the same on the other side. We're going to leave one kind of part on the side here, and then cut this out, and do the same on the other side. And we can actually cut out this pillar here, and then put in one going on the back like that. And you can also do the same here as well. You can actually build up a wall around it. And I just put kind of chiseled quartz underneath. You can do that on the other side as well, on these corners. That'll give you like basically a 2x2, a really thick column that we're actually using. And then fill this in. Put this on the back, on the kind of bottom as well. And just go over for the time being. And actually this part is going to be a floor. If you're in Conquest, I actually advise using, for your floor, your chiseled quartz, because it's quite cool. Kind of underneath texture is really quite nice. Obviously the over texture as well is quite nice and mosaic-y. I'm not going to be filling in the floor though. But then we'll give you this kind of section here. And we're just going to go one here, and also one here. And put in another one there, so we're going to get the archway. Notice that we got one here. Now if you wanted to, you could put in a quartz pillar like that, if that's what you've got on your default. So we just got this like little bit of a kind of quartz pillar. And of course, if you do have the metadata here, you could put that in like that. What I'm going to do for the time being is just put in a full one, as if I was on the default texture pack. And then of course, put in your windows. Like that. That'll give you that part there, and I just make sure I haven't put in any more glass. Nope, that's good. So then you have another 2 here. Again, going quartz pillar, then a full block, then you have a 2 window, and the same on this side. And then the middle should give you a 3x3 bigger window. And we can put in a block and put in our kind of archways on these parts, like that. Again, switching out the base of these for chisel quartz, like that as well. And then these, you can either, go for your pillars, which will work completely fine. And that's what I'm going to use on this for the time being. And then if we go onto these side, it's exactly the same as the other side, so I will kind of rush through this in a way. So we don't really need to talk about it too much. So go into here, put in those. And if you do get stuck, just look at the other side. There we go onto the inside. Make 2 blocks here. I'm going to put in all of the windows in kind of one go. And put in those as well, and the actual side bits. And you can see that we do lose a lot of blocks or spacing on the inside, but it makes the outside look a little bit better. It adds a lot more depth to it. Interiors can kind of be sacrificed, I guess, for a good exterior. There we go. So put in those. That'll give us those windows there, and you can see the difference between these two. You can either have, your kind of extra blocks there, or you can just have the full ones. It doesn't really matter too much. And again, if you wanted to, actually, you could go down here with those pillars. I actually find that looks overpowering. It doesn't look like they're just there for support, so that's why I put in those in like that. And I guess you could also do stuff like this. I don't know. It's up to you, really. But that'll give us the kind of first floor and the kind of bottom floor. And what we're going to do now is we're going to build this little front part, because now we've got these windows out of the way. We're just going to go down 1 block, and we're just going to go 1. And just put 1 on each of these, and then go 1, 2, 3. And 4, actually. And then go 1, 2, 3. And basically just connect these up. Like this. And like that. 1, 2, 3, yep. So then what you're going to do is you're going to put in your archways on these as well. And I think I need to have a look at that. Yep, so we need to move this over here. These pillars actually don't line up. They do go. I'll just cut them all the way back. You can have 1, 2, 3. Then have your pillar. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3 like that. So you got even spacing on all of these. Kind of normal like that. Put in your kind of small archways. And just on these sides, I just put in an extra slab. And I also put them on these parts here. Put in some things there, and then put in a slab just to make it look a little bit thicker and more kind of supporting. Then grab your stone brick stairs, put an upside one here, and just put upside down ones like that. Grab your slabs, and they'll go in between. Just join these up, and this will allow you to see the actual quartz pillar here. And then the next layer, you just go up by 1. Put that in, and then the next one, you just go up by 1 more. And that'll bring you to this top part, like that. Then grab your quartz slab, and you're just going to put them up here, and just add 1. Just put 1 right next to it, basically. And then just add 1 to the top, like this. Add 1 to the bottom as well. And then right here, you're going to put a stair. So you got 1, just put in 1 there, add 1 to the top, add 1 to the bottom, and put one just there. That's how you do the actual overhang. You could also have these parts on these sections here. I just wanted to kind of make it look like it was mainly bordering it. It does look a little bit thick, but it then covers up pretty much everything. I mean, you could take off, for example, those and just have something like that. That you might find it looks a little bit better. It's really up to you, and it's up to personal kind of preference of what you think it looks like. Okay, and then next what you're going to do is we're going to move to the next floor. We're going to go on top of this pillar here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then drag this all the way across. Like that, and put that up. You won't actually need to go all the way across here. So I wouldn't bother, I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and just do the back wall as well. And then build that up to this point. And now what we're going to do is we're going to step in to make a roof. And build our way up like this. Same on the other side. That's just a basic roof like this. So that will give you the main kind of roof section. What we can do again is fill in all of this with your blocks of quartz like that, and including these side sections go all the way to the top right up to here. So if you do that, I will catch you guys after that. Okay, and now for the actual windows on this part. So again, we're just going to leave the quartz pillar and another one of these. We're just going to cut out this entire section. So we've actually got it going all the way down to the bottom, as you can see here. So because they're not as big and we don't have as much space, I mean, you could extend the bottom part and then have them there. But I found that this looked a little bit nicer. You didn't really need to push it up by one more block, but I have done on the side here. There you go. Just add a little bit more variation, make it look a little bit different. So I'm going to cut out one there, then we're going to have a 3 in the middle. Like this, then we've got the 2 on the side, like that. And then we can just add in the stairs. Oh, like that. Add them in on the other side as well. Right here, and then these pillars, of course, we can actually take out. And for the time being, I'll do it as if it's default, so we've got these going up like that. And then, again, just put in your glass like this. And just build your way up. So there we go. That gives us the actual front part. And now if we go to the side, what we're going to do is we're going to go find the middle, and you can do it by just finding this. We're just going to go 1, 2, and 3 in total. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to go up to this point here. And we actually need to go up one more, so I just had a look at it and it didn't look quite right. So you need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then cut out. And then put in your stair here, make a really, really big window. Now I did put in a small quartz pillar between these two. If you don't have the metadata, I would just leave it like this, and then you can build this up as well. And of course with this one you will actually need to put underneath it these parts. So we go 1, 2, 3, and go around to the other side. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then cut out these ones, and then put in your stairs as well, and grab your glass and build that up. So that will give us those 2 windows. And then on the back, it's basically exactly the same as the bottom. We just got these bits, or even exactly the same as the front as well. So I've got those. Put in your upside down stairs. And then come around to this bit, put in your windows. And like that. That'll give you those windows, and of course, quartz pillars. Put those in there. There we go. And you can see that that doesn't look too bad at all either. It kind of does split it up between the actual pillars and the brick and everything. That'll give you the kind of main, all of the window sections at least. Now if you grab your stone brick stairs again, just going to go on to each of those sections. So you've got this, 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 and this. And you basically got those 3 sections in between. So it's slightly modular without it being fully modular, if that makes sense. It's kind of adhering to these, and you've got the pillars going up. And then again, put in your slabs upside down, or on the other part of it. We'll just go into this section here. Just like that. Then grab your normal stairs, and we're just going to place them on here, like this. And you're just going to follow it up all the way, really. That's kind of like the simplest part of it. So it's going to follow these stairs on the framework that we've made until we get to the top. And we're not going to overhang. The overhang is slightly different, so I'll go over that. When you do get to the top, just put slabs on the top here and drag them all the way across to this point. And again, put on these parts like this. Go all the way over here. And we're almost done with this bit. And one more. So that gives us the kind of blank part of the roof, as you can see. So now what we're going to do is we are going to grab our quartz stairs. And these are going to be just kind of overhanging and kind of up by one block in a way. But at the top, as you can see, it's quite flat. It goes across here. So we're just going to go across this part here and just put in one there. And then we're just going to be one basically hanging over this and also kind of in front of, and the same down the bottom part here. I'll do the same on the other side, and you can just join this with a quartz block going across this part and have that going on. There and to there. Then grab your quartz block. I just need to put in an extra one here just to cover up that stone brick. So that'll give us a very thick part there, and then just put in your upside down stairs. And they can have an upside down in here and then going across this part. Like that will give you the overhang. So it's the same on the other side. So you just go into here, you're just going to overhang. This time I'm doing it the opposite way around instead of starting from the top. And then here you're just going to have a block. And there. Keep on working your way through. So here, then put in your blocks. Like this. So then put in an upside down here, then put them down. Like that. So that would be it if you guys aren't in Conquest. But if you are, we'll get on to the extended stuff that you can do to make it look more Gondorian. Okay, so if you do have the extended IDs, the metadatas, and for that of course you would need something like Optifine, and also you're going to need something like World Edit. And I do have a tutorial on how to install those mods for 1.7.2 now. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get the quartz pillar, which is 139:10. So I've just got grabbed a stick and done that. I'm going to put these in here, just on those bits, not on the sides. We're also going to just build a pillar going up to this point, and build that down. And these ones are going to switch out. Those 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 ones are going to switch out. And same there. And going all the way up. And I'll have a look to see if there's anywhere else. Those ones are done. Can't really do one on this part. What we do need to do, that I did notice, is just put in blocks behind these. I'd advise quartz blocks. Let's put those in. That's the first one. The next one is actually the glass, so we can probably do this easiest from the inside. That's going to be REPL 20:8, gives you kind of what I think is one of the best glasses. So I'll just kind of apply this over here. Obviously you could just use World Edit as well, just to select all of the glass. I'm showing you how to use the replacer tool. It's a little bit more, it's a little bit better I think. I prefer it anyway. Might not be quicker, but let's apply this to all of these windows. It'll give you the kind of proper arches. Put those in, and in here as well. And to this point, and this one as well. There, and almost done. And that is actually it. So yeah, it's not too bad. I think you can see the actual change that it does using Conquest actually does do. It does make it quite nice, and especially with those arches, it kind of fits in really nicely with the style. But obviously you don't have to use this as a Gondorian house style. It could be used as like a Mediterranean house or something, or just something different. So thanks very much for watching. If you like this tutorial, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one.